I'm here with my dog, my teammate. I'm super hyped to have my girl here. Two-time WNBA All-Star, Kelsey Mitchell. What's good with it?
For 7 years, Kelsey Mitchell played for the Indiana Fever, going through 4 coaches and a long playoff drought. Her journey was tough, but everything changed in the 2024 season. In an open and honest interview,
A little bit about yourself.
Oh, me, I'm a Midwestern girl, born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. 5'3" kid. It's kind of tough to come out of where I come from because it's so small, and so you get what you get. It's kind of a dense city. It's not as like a Miami or like a Atlanta, so you kind of get what you get. And so I grew up hooping through my family. I come from a family dynamic of just sports. My dad was he went to school to play football. So he met my mom at Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
And that's how I was brought into this world.
Shout out to your parents, though.
interview with her teammate Erica Wheeler, things got interesting. Imagine this. You're Kelsey Mitchell, the number 2 pick in the 2018 WNBA draft, ready to take the league by storm and lead your team to victory. But instead of championship celebrations, you face years of losses. That was Kelsey's reality with the Indiana Fever. When Kelsey Mitchell arrived in Indiana, she was full of potential, and the Fever had high hopes for their new star.
Basketball was just always a safe haven. I kind of took it from there, just, utilized what I knew about it. And that's how I knew what my lifestyle was, just through hoop. I had friends through hoop. You kind of gain a lifestyle, and the rest was kind of history.
Yeah.
I look back at it now, I went from Cincinnati and I went up the street to Columbus, to Ohio State University, and I was always a homebody, but I knew I wanted to die to Cincinnati. That was clear. And once I became a Buckeye, I kind of chose being a Buck.
But they had no idea how tough the road ahead would be season after season. Wins were hard to come by. The Fever missed the playoffs not just once or twice, but for 7 straight years. One season was so bad they won only 5 games. Imagine how disappointing that must have been, but here's...
You and Eve both been here for a number of years, right? Yeah. Y'all done been through the tough years. Well, you really got to grind it out. Tough season.
What, you in 7 years here?
All 7.
All 7. You ain't never been to another
Fever
team.
girl.
7 years and how many years?
So I was here from 2015
She was
to...
my vet.
Hey, wait. Wait. Don't count my age right now on TV. Don't do that. Don't do me like that. You know what I mean? I still look good for my age.
The interesting part, despite the team's struggles, Mitchell's talent never faded. She wasn't just good, she was consistently great. From 2018 to 2023, she averaged over 16 points per game. That's not just a lucky streak. That's 5 years of elite scoring. But personal success can only hide team struggles for so long. As a true competitor, Mitchell started questioning her future in Indiana. She was scoring points and earning recognition, but something was missing. In her own words, the points were the points. The accolades were accolades. But it wasn't enough. That team, winning team, not individual team. You can feel the hunger for team success in those words.
The first 3 years, you can kind of sum it up. You ain't got to give me a long story. I was there with you for 2 of them. So kind of give me what that rough patch was like, and then we can kind of skip through and get to where you at right
now. Let's talk about stability, or the lack of it. Imagine trying to build a championship team when the leadership keeps changing. That's exactly what Mitchell and the Fever went through. In 7 years, they had 4 different head coaches, 4 different voices, systems, and visions. How do you find your rhythm when everything around you keeps shifting? But this is where Kelsey Mitchell's true character shines. Many players in her situation might have asked for a trade.
I think Indy, those from my year 1 through 3.5. Well, let me just say this. I went through my 7 years in Indy. I've had 4 head coaches. So that within itself was kind of like, no one really knows what an experience of the black stick at the bottom. Trust me, I've been there. Trust me. So I was, that's really how it started.
Or let their effort slip. Not Mitchell. Her work ethic became legendary within the organization. She was often the first in the gym and the last to leave. Day after day, loss after loss, the defeat stacked up. So did her determination. Instead of walking away, she made a choice that would define her career. She decided to be part of the solution.
Y'all left, it was still a rebuild stage. So different coaches got hired. And I think that at that point, Delby was trying to figure out whether I was keep swimming or if I would sink individually. I'll be honest. I didn't know what would happen in my career. I didn't know how it would turn out because the points were the points, the accolades were the accolades, but it wasn't enough.
That team winning. Team, not individual, team.
And anybody that want to compete and be a winner, you know,
It's about team.
It's easy to stay when things are going well. But Mitchell's loyalty during the toughest years? That's rare. And in 2023, that loyalty finally paid off after years of individual brilliance overshadowed by team struggles. Kelsey Mitchell got the recognition she deserved. She was selected as an all-star for the first time in her career. It was a moment of triumph, not just for her talent, but for her perseverance through years of adversity. But even as she celebrated this personal milestone, Mitchell's focus stayed on the team's success. She reflected on her journey, saying, "Those words reveal a player."
Fortunate, and I just think the hand I was dealt was like, you know, I trusted in the organization in different ways, from like the management and the people that they brought in, and so I just kind of like trusted the wave, and so I look back on trusting that wave now, and now I'm here. I don't know what.
You really started over 4 times though.
I did.
Like every time you get a new coach, you kind of really start over because you got to build that relationship with that coach. Although the coach know who you are, they know what the players they have in the locker room. It's a different ball game for sure.
I was in survival mode when I put my back against the wall, and so what everybody see now is just I've always been a fighter. You know, I've always kind of had to compete and find a different way to.
Who never took the easy road. Someone who fought for every bit of respect she earned. The 2024 season saw Mitchell reach new heights. She posted career best numbers, 19.2 points per game, an incredible 46.8% shooting from the field, and 40.2% from three-point range. These weren't just good stats, they were superstar numbers.
I didn't know what All-Star was going to look like for me. I never really put it on not necessarily it wasn't a goal. I just knew I needed to train and do what I need to do to keep my name. Like I said, you in defense mode and everything you do at that point. And so when I got the first, and I was like, really? You know, I got a call from the WNBA. You know, you get the call.
Bro, but like you wasn't even hype. You was just I'm going to WNBA. I was like, what? I'm like, hold on. I'm in the locker room like, yo. Hey, I'm like, what's up? Hey, I'm like,
man, and it's so crazy. Like, I downplayed it.
No, so bad. I need you to know. Hello, no. I need you to know you downplayed it so bad.
Mitchell was playing the best basketball of her career, and the league was finally taking notice. But what really happened during the 2024 season?
I always got my back dirty. Man, there was never a time
like that.
Hey, that's a good one.
Like that.
I always got my back dirty. Hold on, put that in my pocket like that. I always got my back dirty. Hold on, quote that. I always got my back dirty.
I've always had to, and you can kind of relate because, you know, you've had to go to different places and, you know, get a spot. For me, it was about keeping my name at least, or my game relevant to, you know, enough to have.
And why did it begin with heartbreak? As Kelsey Mitchell's star continued to rise, she suffered a devastating personal loss, one that nearly drained her passion for the game. Yet, instead of breaking, she found the strength to not only keep playing but to dominate. How did she overcome such overwhelming grief? The 2024 season was meant to be Mitchell's crowning achievement. She was preparing for what would become a career-defining year. But then, tragedy struck. In March, Kelsey lost her father, the man she called her OG best friend. This wasn't just the loss of a parent. It was the loss of her biggest supporter, her toughest critic, and the person who had instilled in her a deep love for basketball. Suddenly, the game that had always been her escape felt unbearably difficult.
Oh, it's been a difficult year for me from a standpoint of like personal. You know, I lost my dad 5 or 6 months ago, so that was tough. And I look back on my year now, Dub, and I'm just so grateful to be here again because I never thought, you know, for one, to be doing it without a parent. I think anybody that come from a 2-parent home don't know what that's like, or just, you know, lovable parents in general. And, you know, when I lost that, I didn't know what was going to happen.
Mitchell found herself at a crossroads, questioning everything she had worked for. In a heart-wrenching confession, she admitted, "I didn't know what would happen next, if I was going to play this season, how I was supposed to play this season." The weight of her grief was so overwhelming that she seriously considered walking away from basketball entirely. But this is where Mitchell's story takes an unexpected turn, and her darkest moment.
That's why I miss my dad so much now, because he was the only person that reminded me what that worth was like. And so he was aggressive and hard on me, but it came in a position of now I don't need nobody to tell me. I don't want nobody, because what I need is saving nobody.
She found an unexpected lifeline: her teammates. The Fever locker room rallied around her, creating a support system that would prove crucial in the months ahead. And at the center of it all, rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. Now, you might wonder, how could a rookie have such an impact on a veteran? But that's the beauty of team sports. Clark's arrival brought fresh energy to the—
Do certain things, you know, it hit home, a part of your heart's, you know, broken, and you look back on it, some of the hours that I put in the gym, I couldn't even calculate them, because I felt so much pain and trauma. Like, I felt so much pain. Like, I felt so much like, I worried about my mom. I worried about how she feel now that she didn't have a significant other. I worried about my siblings. My brother was overseas. My sister was trying to figure out life outside of her 9-to-5 job, what she wanted to do. And she had got into coaching and relied on my dad for some stuff. And so we all had a piece ripped from us, and we didn't know how it was going.
The entire Fever organization, and Mitchell was no exception. She found herself drawn to Clark's enthusiasm and unwavering support. As Mitchell put it, "I had a village of 11 other ladies that met me in places I didn't think I was capable of going." This sisterhood became her anchor, giving her the strength to step back onto the court and face her grief head-on. But Mitchell's journey back to basketball wasn't just about support from her teammates. She also made a brave decision: to seek professional help. "I took therapy really serious," Mitchell shared. "It's nothing like laying your problems on people and they don't judge you." Her commitment to mental health became a crucial part.
But now, gang, you know, I look at our lockers and stuff every day. I just be like, dang, I'm here today.
Well,
so I be grateful, man.
Man, listen, I'm in there with you, and I'm telling you, man, you're doing a hell of a job. You show up and do your job every day. You know, sometimes I got to get in. But that comes with the territory. You know what I mean?
Who would I be if I didn't Yankee does change?
Hey, but I'm telling you, man, you're doing a hell of a job.
I appreciate you, gang, for sure.
Part of her healing process. Therapy helped her process her grief while rediscovering her love for the game. As the season went on, something remarkable happened. Mitchell's game reached a whole new level. It was as if she was
like I had a village when, you know, life had hit, because my dad was a big piece of like a lot of stuff in the city, and so it affected people in different ways that I didn't even
channeling all her emotion, all her pain into every shot, every drive, every defensive stop. Basketball became both an escape from her grief and a way to honor her father's memory. The results were nothing short of spectacular. Mitchell, already a standout player, took her game to new heights, posting career best numbers. But more than the stats, she played with a fire and determination that couldn't be ignored.
So I got therapy. Therapy was the icing on the cake. I got with the Pacers facility, St. Vincent, the Fever. Before the season I got started, and I took therapy really serious. Shout out to the doc, man. He was the dopest, because, you know, it's nothing like laying your problems on people and shit, they don't judge you.
Hey, nah, for
you know,
real.
like, you know, you just lay it on them, it just kind of helped me. You know, I did it day by day, and, you know, I got into scripture, and God himself was the main thing, though. Like, the more and more I got closer to the word and the purpose, everything got easier.
Every time she stepped on the court, it felt like she was making a statement, not just to the league, but to herself. Looking back on the season, Mitchell's gratitude is clear. "I think it was worth it," she reflected. Asterisk, the work that I put in individually, and then the organization of being here for these 7 years. I hope that it was going to come to a point where I'd be here. So, I'm excited. This wasn't just about personal achievement. It was about finding meaning in the struggle and coming out stronger on the other side. Mitchell's journey through grief and back to basketball stardom is a powerful reminder that behind the highlight reels and box scores, there's a human story. It's a story of resilience.
I feel like the stick shit at the bottom of the barrel is kind of like, you know, you're fighting for it. Defending whatever, you know, legacy you got left, and trying to figure it out how to be where we at now. And so, man, I think we got a chance to do something.
Community and the healing power of sport. But that raises the question, why did Kelsey re-sign with the Fever? And what does she really think of Caitlin Clark and the fans? Picture this: a rookie sensation arrives in Indiana, and the basketball world holds its breath. Caitlin Clark, the most celebrated prospect in WNBA history, joins the Fever.
Everybody watching Indy. Everybody trying to see what's
Are we
going on.
America's team? Dallas Cowboys, I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Might be.
I'm joking. Dak Prescott.
No, seriously.
Just don't fall off like the Cowboys.
We in it right now where like I tell everybody, I say I feel like Indiana is the new Hollywood. Everybody wants to sit courtside. Everybody wants to get to the game to see us play.
But what about Kelsey Mitchell, the 7-year veteran who has been the face of the franchise? Would Clark's arrival overshadow Mitchell's hard-earned stardom? At first, there were some growing pains. But after the All-Star break, things started to click. Instead of tension, we witnessed something special. Mitchell and Clark didn't just coexist. They thrived together, get this. Both players averaged 19.2 points per game during the 2024 season. Talk about a dynamic duo. But that's not all. Mitchell's game reached new heights alongside Clark. The rookie's incredible court vision created scoring opportunities Mitchell had never experienced before. Suddenly, defenses couldn't just focus on Mitchell.
I look back to where I've never been a part of a playoff, so I don't know what that's going to look like for me personally, but I think everything that I've been through in my life, I got to treat it like it's basketball.
Yeah.
I got to, take it on like I would anything else, any other game, and I think right now is the time that you can't get caught lacking, you can't get lulled to sleep. It's the easiest time. And I'm, just trying to stay focused on what's right. You know how it go. Keep the main thing. But I feel confident about what we could do. I do. I feel like we got a chance to do something special if we, do right by it, obviously. But
Mitchell alone. The extra space? It was a game changer. Let's talk about the Clark effect. Her energy was contagious, her competitiveness off the charts. For Mitchell, it was like a shot of adrenaline straight to her basketball soul. After years of struggling through losing seasons, Clark's presence reinvigorated her. And the numbers don't lie. Mitchell's shooting percentages skyrocketed. She posted career-best efficiency from both the field and beyond the arc, but more importantly, wins started piling up. The Fever doubled their win total from the previous year, finally breaking their painful playoff drought. For the first time in her WNBA career, Kelsey Mitchell tasted postseason action.
You're already on All-Star. How was that? This is your second one?
yeah,
Back to back. Talk to
second
me.
one.
Wait. Back to back. Talk to him. Come on, man. No, seriously though, when it's back to back, that just proves people like y'all should have never been overlooked at me anyways. You know what I mean? It's back to back, and like even now, like the numbers is up even more. Like the efficiency is out this world. From like your previous years, from last year, I think you are like a 7 or a 10% jump. That ain't them small numbers, but them big numbers in basketball, bro.
Big numbers.
Now, here's where it gets really good. Mitchell earned her second straight All-Star nod in 2024. But this time, she had a new backcourt partner by her sides. Caitlin Clark wasn't just a teammate. She became a catalyst for Mitchell's continued growth as a player. But what does Mitchell really think about Clark and the whirlwind of attention she brings? In her own words, Mitchell said, "That's not just respect. That's genuine admiration and excitement for their partnership." The synergy between Mitchell and Clark was undeniable. Time and time again, Mitchell found herself on the receiving end of Clark's pinpoint passes, leading to record-breaking plays throughout the season. But this wasn't
That conversation, you gotta be willing to give up something to get what you want. And it's like that you gotta do what you gotta do, kind of like that effect, like you gotta have it. And I think that secondly, you gotta shut up and work.
Oh, what you saying?
Shut up and work.
Wait. Where that camera at? You that one on you? Go ahead, say it right there. Camera right there.
Shut up and work.
Hey, Kelsey said, shut up.
just about individual stats. It was about elevating the entire team. And what about the fans? Mitchell felt the difference. The excitement, the energy, the sold-out arenas. It was unlike anything she had experienced before. With Clark's arrival,
Objective has changed. The world is watching us. And of course, we got to shout out Caitlin Clark. She has a big part of that, of why the world is watching us. We're going to give her her flowers. She is who she is.
Got to.
That's a motherfucker. We're going to just put it out in the air. But seriously, that's my teammate. So that's a motherfucker. But listen.
the Fever fan base exploded, bringing a new level of support and enthusiasm for Mitchell. It wasn't just about having more
pressure, no pressure. I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Indiana's been my second home since I went pro, so this is the only city I know. And so to see you guys open your arms up to me, I kind of remember every employee I run into. Whether you're a janitor, camera person, I like to be that person. And so that was a big part of me coming back because I got a chance to meet really great people. Then I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark, who's like just ran the basketball world. So I think together we hope to make you guys proud. We hope to make you guys feel like you're a part of our success and our journey. And I'm here. Let's do this.
More eyes on the team. It was about finally playing in an atmosphere where every game felt electric. Mitchell's resurgence wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a key factor in the Fever's remarkable turnaround for the first time since 2016. Indiana was back in the playoffs. The drought was over, and Mitchell was at the heart of it all. The Fever's front office knew exactly.
Experiencing it, I love Caitlin Clark fans, but Caitlin Clark fans is different. They see square five to the gang,
different.
They are very passionate people, and they gonna ride or die.
Listen, Caitlin Clark is a god to her friends. She does no wrong. Do not play. Do not play with her fans.
Let's just say, C-Square, I'm happy I'm on the right end of it.
We on the right end of the stick, baby, because
I hate to be.
Listen,
because
they love us right now. But if we go right left, it's over for us.
Caitlin Clark fans, I love you back, I promise. Please don't.
Exactly how important she was to them.
They'll go anywhere she go.
Oh, they gonna travel.
She gonna go to the desert.
Travel.
And
Right there.
Right
I
there
just
with
think
her.
it's super dope though, because it's they would literally go anywhere she go, and so she's built that kind of platform. And I'm damn, that's lit. But when we talking about Travis Kelsey on TV, but they talking about Taylor Swift as well, and her fans go crazy, I just think that's crazy.
This new era. When it came time to re-sign their veteran leader, Indiana Fever president Kelly Krauskopf made it clear, Kelsey has been a foundation of our franchise for many years, and we are thrilled to see her return to the Fever. It's clear, Mitchell isn't just part of the team's past. She's a vital part of its future. What's happening in Indiana feels reminiscent of some of the greatest veteran-rookie partnerships in WNBA history. Mitchell's experience, combined with Clark's game-changing talent, has created a backcourt that's already turning heads across the league. So, what's next for Kelsey Mitchell and the Indiana Fever?
First of all, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing Kelsey how important she is to the Indiana Fever.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, everything about Kelsey Mitchell is core, right? Core values, her core basketball, everything about her is what we're about. And so there was no way she was going anywhere else but the Indiana Fever. So this is a great day for our franchise. It starts with her. Her legacy continues in an Indiana jersey, and we're off to the races now. So
24 season feels like just the beginning of something special. With Clark's arrival reigniting Mitchell's game, the sky's the limit for this dynamic duo and for the Fever's future. Kelsey Mitchell's journey with the Indiana Fever is about to enter an exciting new chapter. Can you believe it? She just signed a one-year Supermax deal worth $250,000 for the 2025 season. That's right. The Fever are keeping their star, and Mitchell couldn't be more excited.
I'm a Fever girl again. I'm excited. Kind of missed this court. I'm a Fever girl again. A lot of went into this decision based on what I needed for myself and for my family, my friends. And India's a second home, so I thought I'd give this thing a go.
Mitchell isn't just staying for the paycheck. She's proud to be a Fever girl and ready to chase a championship for Indy. Can you feel the excitement? The Indiana Fever made some serious offseason moves, turning them into true contenders for 2025. How far can they go? Only time will
just figure out where this program's going, what we're trying to accomplish. And based on, the way in which I like to see myself playing, I could do that with people like Caitlin, people like AB, people like Liz. The list goes on with Lexi Hall, Grace Berger. So I'm excited about the group we have. And I get to play alongside some really great people. So here's to being a Fever girl.
tell. But one thing's for sure, the future in Indiana has never looked brighter. Are you ready for what's coming next? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.